Real quick, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Go to YouTube in the search bar, go ahead and type in Triple Play Video Podcast. You'll see all the content that we're going to be throwing at you. And we are, again, thankful that you're tuning in, and we'll see you real soon. Thanks.
It's quarantine day 5. Cooperstown Dreams Park is canceled. This is Justin. That's Casey. And this is Triple Play.
Welcome back to Triple Play. I'm Casey. That's Justin. We're here with day 5 of our quarantine expedition.
Adventure. Social distancing.
And we got some good topics for you today. Justin, what do we got today?
Well, we got some stingers today. We broke the news last night about Cooperstown Dreams Park. For all you out there that have already watched the podcast from last night that we put on YouTube, Cooperstown Dreams Park has officially closed their doors for 2020, for the season of 2020, which is a huge, not just hit for, I love your face like you haven't heard this yet, which is a huge hit, just not for the families and the 12-year-olds, they get to go play in Cooperstown, but what an economic disaster it is for the village town of Cooperstown. Those small businesses are going to feel that pain. They're going to go through some pain in 2020, like we said last night. Thank God Jeter's going into the Hall, but Cooperstown Dreams Park, as you can see here, to their message that they have released to everybody, that they are officially closed for the year. They have spoken to government officials, CDC, I believe, and others, Department of Health, and they're going to have their facility open in case of any emergency or if testing needs to be basically expanded into that area for whatever reason. If it's the apocalypse for real, they'd have their facilities open for use. So that's unbelievable news. And it is just another depressing note as this thing continues on day to day. Dreams Park is officially closed for 2020, so there will be no Dreams Park. Also, All-Star Village has put out their message to baseball fans out there and to customers, and as of right now, they are still continuing to monitor the COVID-19, the Come On Eileen COVID-19 situation, and as of right now, they are going to go week to week, and I believe their first tournament is early May, and what they're going to do essentially is give it a certain amount of time leading up to that first week, make the determination if they're going to cancel it or not. If they cancel it, they're going to cancel that week, and they're going to move on to the next week after that, and they're basically just going to continue on through the summer that way, and to essentially try to stay open. So we'll see how that goes. You just saw the message that Casey put up there for us. Other news around these tournament hosts, Diamond Nation, they have pushed their last weekend in March, which is their first weekend being open, which is their tournament in March, at the end of March. They've already canceled that. So they're going to start up in April. We'll see if that's even possible. Now, that news for Diamond Nation came out a couple of days ago. I think it was March 16th when that news came out, but we'll see what happens. I mean, New Jersey they just joined the ranks of the state lockdown. So not necessarily sure what that's going to mean for Diamond Nation. I believe Diamond Nation is in New Jersey. If I believe so, it is.
Yes.
It's either New Jersey or New York, both of which are on lockdown. So I don't even know how they're going to be able to operate anything in April. I think that news will be definitely coming very soon, that these first couple weeks in April will be canceled. It has to if the states are on lockdown still. So there's that news.
Yeah, I definitely think these are huge blows to baseball, youth travel baseball, especially in New York State and close by New Jersey, with the state going into lockdown. I think it's huge that Cooperstown is allowing people and families, if necessary, to use the bunkhouses if it gets that bad. We don't know. But I mean, Diamond Nation is a signature of a summer. We hear people in our tournaments talk about how they also go there, and not being able to go there. I mean, that's a big blow. I mean, this is really deep. I guess is the way to put it. With what COVID-19 is really doing to New York and New Jersey and other states. I know California's on a lockdown, New York's on a lockdown, now New Jersey. It won't be long before probably surrounding states will be on a lockdown. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with baseball and sports with these lockdowns.
Yeah, we're hoping, again, the lockdowns are for the purpose of trying to bump that curve down, that spike in the curve, and try to keep it down. So it's understandable what they're trying to do. But now we're starting to see the real effects of it, right? As we're getting closer to the opening of spring, and these tournament houses opening, we're starting to see the real impacts on that, and everything's either getting canceled or pushed away. And it's a huge economic loss for the tournament companies. It's an economic loss for the hotels, big time for the hotels, not just in the sports travel industry, but hotels in general are getting waxed. Bad. It's not good. There's a couple. I know there's hotels that we deal with on the travel side where they're saying, they have 200, 250 rooms, and they'll have 3 people check in at night. I mean, it's unsustainable. They're definitely getting hit big time in this whole pandemic that's happening now to this country. So with Dreams Park closing, All-Star Village basically delaying the inevitable, and Diamond Nation big time delaying the inevitable, it's just par for the course as we continue on here at quarantine day number 5 of social distancing, as we both sit here in our layers wondering what is going on out there. And we hope that it comes to somewhat of an end here shortly, but who even knows anymore? At this point, I think everyone's just kind of going crazy in their holes and wondering, when are we going to come back to normalcy? And we just don't know.
I didn't even step outside today. I don't know, I didn't even step outside. I opened up the windows, I kind of looked out the back door, but still hesitant to step outside. I don't know why. It's just really weird.
The bad COVID-19 monsters out there just waiting for you.
It's just weird. Normally I'm outside every day, but today I just decided to stay inside and kind of catch up and see what was going on with this. And people are saying it's like an Invisible Man movie as a disease. But it was funny, that I just didn't, so now, you're saying, we're stuck inside our bunker, and here I am, my boonie, ready to be on lockdown. What do we got for number 2?
Boonie reminds me of Legends Fields, being out there being a field rat and getting some raking done and all that stuff. So when I see the boonie, at least it's positive vibes. But people are going to be wondering, well, what's going on with Champions Events? And that's a great question. What's happening with us is we're ready to go as soon as possible. Our first outdoor events aren't until May, essentially because Legends Field is on it's at the North Pole on a polar cap. But May 2-3, infields are dry, outfields are dry. We're going to turn the fields over here next week. We'll put a video out there of us doing that, so it keeps everyone in good spirits. But we're with the cancellation of Cooperstown Dreams Park, and see what's going on with All-Star Village. Obviously, local teams, and teams of New York that were looking to compete and spend all that money in Cooperstown will now have some availability. So what we're going to be looking at is adding extensions, days to our weekend tournaments to kind of make them somewhat either half-week or week-long tournaments. We're talking about that right now. And also, we're looking at adding additional tournaments to the backside of these summer events, maybe into August. And going to be adding more into our fall picture as well to accommodate the postponements of the tournaments in March and in early April, to give teams more flexibility to be able to use those credits where they can fit that in. So anything to add on that on the Champions Events side?
Oh, and as we know, like you said, extending our season into fall. As we know, fall is the best time to play baseball, especially at Legends Fields. I mean, fall and Legends just go together. Like, they were meant to be. I'd rather be up there
and tuna fish.
I'd rather be up there in the fall than the summer. I mean, the fall, beautiful sunsets. I mean, even baseball. For some reason, the field looks better in the fall. But that's teams take advantage of it. This is an opportunity. Yeah, you're getting cut short early, but we're gonna extend. Jump in, have some fun, keep playing. Hey, we'll play until the snow takes over the field.
And then even then, we'll brush the snow off and we'll just keep playing. We don't care. We're diehard, man. We're tournament junkies. That's what we love, and that's what we do, and we're just happy to be a part of it. So I think the biggest thing too, and to wrap this up, I mean, those are some, we're champions events. We're trying to be flexible. We're trying to accommodate as many folks as possible. We know the kids want to play. We're small enough, but we're also big enough to accommodate the influx of teams that are going to be coming in. So we're excited about that, to be able to help out and do that. Again, Legends Fields is ready to go. We'll be ready to go to accommodate all that. The tournaments that we run from Buffalo all the way down in the Hudson Valley, with the PBR scouted tournaments, we don't even talk about that enough. We should. Casey will put up the menu of all the options that we have with PBR for the scouted tournaments that we have running with them. They will be on hand, as always, with other college coaches that will be there at these tournaments. As of right now, it's all still on. Those start in June all the way into the end of July. So those are still there. Make sure you check that out. But I think the biggest thing that, from everything that else we said is, I think what this whole thing with the global pandemic that's happening right now is what it's doing to the baseball, softball side of things in terms of the community, the baseball, softball community coming together. Being on social media and looking at all, everyone's messages and their posts, it's pretty cool watching, organizations or facilities doing their part, or instructors doing their part to do online videos to be able to help these teams or these players continue, their instruction, so they can not get rusty as we're sitting here waiting for the vampires to go away. It's really cool to see this happen. And if it wasn't for social media, I don't even know where we would be. I mean, we would be just locked indoors, just, watching TV all the time. It really is unbelievable. I guess it's a testament to how great social media is now, and having the baseball, softball community come together and continue trying to just make something positive out of a really weird situation.
Yeah, definitely agree. Like I said, like you said, on social media, I was on today. Got to see a really big trend taking off today with a bunch of the youth softball teams and parents and coaches and players. And it was just, let's brighten up our social media feed by posting a picture of your softball player or your softball team or your softball organization. So my news feed was flooded with individual players, teams, and it was good to see though. Like, it takes your mind off of some things and it kind of puts a little smile on, especially seeing some teams that we've had in our tournaments, coaches that we've had, players that we've had. And baseball, later on this afternoon, I saw baseball was doing the same thing with post your baseball picture to brighten up the mood, or post a train. What was nice, I saw Travel Baseball, which is a group on Facebook. Parents and dads were saying, post a video of a new training thing that we can use with my kid, and I think there was 230 comments the last I looked, and they're just little tidbits like taking a tee out and hitting off the tee, going in the basement, being on a knee and just throwing against a wall. I mean, these are all just different things that you can do while being locked in.
Yeah, and no, it really is great, man. I mean, we've come a long way. Social media is fantastic, and it's really refreshing to see everyone just coming together. So, hats off to humanity for that. With that being said, I want to touch on the Champions Nationals. We've actually opened back up registrations for that. I know, it's crazy because we were sold out, and we just keep getting registrations coming in, and so we're going to open it back up, especially with what's going on right now, with tournaments being canceled. We feel that, if teams are looking somewhere to play, let's bring them in. So we're going to open that back up. Casey, make sure you show the video of a Nationals or a picture or whatever you got. Make sure you show that. But we're opening registrations back up for the Champions Nationals, 12U to 18U, girls fast pitch youth softball. It's an unbelievable event. It's a champion signature event. And we love doing it. We love hosting it, and we just have a great time. And so we're looking forward to that. Sign up, register for Champions Nationals 2020.
That's one of my favorite events. As you know, we talk about this every day in the office. Now we can talk about it in our own homes. That it's a great event. The girls love it. We love it. The coaches love it. We even have coaches reaching back out to us saying, we're in before we even open registration. Like they know how much fun it is. And like we talk about every podcast, we're bringing more fun to tournaments. So this year is going to be fantastic. Just wait.
It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be. We have to have someone. We have to have fun, because without it, especially now, you got to have it. So we're going to be throwing a lot of fun out there. Everyone's having fun in 2020, like in the summer, not now. So let's do that. 2020 is fun. For right now, hunker down, wash your hands. Anything else?
Monday. Ending this podcast again with
We're really
Monday.
building this up, so hopefully it does well. It will do well.
Oh.
It will do well.
You wait.
We're excited. Big news coming out Monday for the players. Maybe even the parents out there, but for the players, big deal on Monday. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the Triple Play podcast. Subscribe, hit that button, hit that bell. Make sure you press all for the notifications. And it's always a treat and a pleasure with you, Casey, to be doing this. Looking forward to doing another one tomorrow as we continue on in this quarantine social distancing. And for all our viewers out there, thank you so much for staying tuned with all this. Any questions, of course, info@championsevents.org. We'd love to answer any questions that you might have. And with that being said, I'm Justin. That's Casey. And we'll see you tomorrow.